Welcome to another CSGO loadout or inventory building video. Today we're going to be taking a look at a blue themed inventory that you can pick up for a maximum of $50. There's going to be 18 skins in total in this, and it actually totals at $50.07. So 7 cents over, but we're calling it $50. There's 18 different skins in this, which for this sort of budget is incredible. This is part of a new themed budget series. So we started with $50. The first video went up yesterday, which was a red theme, which you can find linked down below. And we're going to go through all the different color themes for $50 and advance on to $100. So if there's any particular budget or theme that you want to see, please let me know in the comments down below. Hit the like button and let's dive into the video. First up on the AK side of things, we have a point disarray field tester for $17.73. I know this is blue, red, and like some other colors throughout it with the whites, the blacks, the greys, but I'm counting this as a blue skin. Other options were like an ice cold, but it's kind of greenish. You also had a blue lamb option, and then the front side misty was a little bit too expensive for me. Field test it, a good float field tester. Point disarray is almost a perfect skin for like budget blue inventory. And I do think in this one you'll notice that like we have a big range between just a few very expensive skins, and then there's so many fantastic budget options when it comes to blue inventories. And we have one here with the minimal well Glock off-world. It's like 23 cents. It's a completely, almost completely blue skin, absolutely budget friendly, and it's just another one. As you'll see plenty of options like this throughout the video. There's so many little cheap options you can just do to build out the inventory as big as possible. Now, I promise you will see some minimal wear and factory new stuff, but for the M4A4, we're going with a field tested Spider Lily for $3.50. This is one where like the wear doesn't look too bad on it for a field tester, so I'm more than happy to be picking this up for the price. And when it comes to like a blue M4A4 in $50, there's nothing else you can really pick up if you want to get a full inventory. And then for the A1S, we're going to spend $8.37, right? And we're going to pick up a battle scarred gun, the first battle scarred I've ever shown in a video like this. And it's the Nightmare Battle Scarred. You can see there's some markings on it. Now, this isn't the best full Battle Scarred. This is actually quite a bit off the being the best full Battle Scarred, so you could get one that looks better, but there's still so much detail and design there that when you're just playing in-game with this, the blue is still absolutely popping. If you got as close to the best Battle Scarred possible, that main design in the middle will still look very nice. Over on the USB side of things, we're going to spend $5.50. We're going to pick up a minimal wear Guardian. So this one also has a sticker on it. You can ignore that. It would just be a normal Guardian. You can see it's like the black suppressor still black on the frame, but like the top of the barrel is that like CT colored blue, which does look kind of clean. Much like the red inventory, getting an op in like this budget, this blue, was kind of tricky, and that's why we've gone for a pop-up, because in its description it's whites, reds, and blues. So there's blues throughout it. It's kind of the same as the point disarray, if I'm honest, where you have a blue as a primary color on it, but it's shared with others. But considering the options out there are like so few and far between, I'm taking this as a pretty good solid start, and then you can grow towards maybe the op being your first big upgrade when you go to a $100 budget. Over on the deagle side of things, we landed for $1 for a minimal wear Sputnik. This one is mostly blues, mainly dark blues with some yellow throughout, but again, with the sort of theme we're going for, where it doesn't have to be strictly 100% blue, but it has to have a primary color of blue, this one looks pretty clean. The blue 5 was the other option, which is a little bit less, but I think overall the Sputnik wins out. For the glow, we're taking a look at the first skin I'm pretty sure I ever was given in CSGO, and it's the Rocket Pop. This one's minimal wear for $2.35. The Rocket Pop, even in minimal wear, you can obviously see the wear on it. It's one of those skins that just, the wear takes an impact pretty drastically pretty early on, so you want to get a low float minimal wear, and then you've got a perfect glow for time to come. Back onto our super cheap side of things, we're going to pick up a P250 Ripple factory new for 36 cents. Now, most people when it comes to a blue P250 are going to be really annoyed that I've not able to put the Valance in or the X-Ray. The Valance for me is super overused in regards to being like the best budget P250, because there's so many better options out there. This Ripple is cheaper, it's factory new, it's primarily blue with a little bit of like the greys and blacks through it, and the effect is a ripple. It looks lovely, especially when you're playing 16:9, so that's my choice for this blue setup. We're going to do the FAMAS super quickly, because it's a Cyano splatter, minimal wear for 17 cents. There's absolutely no good FAMAS skins in a budget price. You can skip this one if you want, but I wanted to be included. Continuing on the super cheap side of things, though, we're going to pick up a 5.7 scroll minimal wear, and this one for me, as you'll see with some other skins to come, again, it's got the blue primary color through there, but there are color palettes on it with that little bit of yellow. But much like the Sputnik, it works quite nicely and it fits in, especially given we're just trying to get as many skins as possible into this budget. And if you want pure blue, it can get very expensive very quickly. So for the budget, this one works great. You can then spend $50 getting a Mac 10 Lapis Gator. And there was a couple, like there's Oceanic, I think is the other Mac 10 you could possibly pick up. But Lapis Gator for me was kind of the winner for the price, and it's just a very clean blue. Actually, it fits the gloves quite nicely. For the dual Berettas, I'd recommend picking up some Urban Shocks. These are field tested, but you can see they're quite a nice wear on field tested in regards to the float. And so it's got that like camouflage, a little bit on the top of the barrel, and a little bit at the handles and the base of the gun. But the core is that nice shiny blue. It looks the part. For the MP9, I'd like to pick up a Capillary, and this one might be a love-hate, but it's got teal and coral in it. Teal is, you can argue if it's blue or green. For me, it's looking very blue in this instance. And then the actual base of the gun is like a really offset-y, greyish, bluish sort of colour. So for me, I'm counting this as a blue one. I would list it very similar to like maybe the AWP, where it's one of the ones that you want to upgrade. There's absolutely no worries when it comes to the amount of blue in this Abyss Scout. It's just over $1. It's minimal wear. The textures, the dark blues, the light blues, it is just perfect for this sort of budget, this sort of theme as well. And if you can't tell at this point, we're very much at that stage where we're maxing out like as much as we can with the cheap budget skins. And as I said at the start, for blues, there's so many of it. So you get a minimal Cyrus MP7 here. This one looks to me kind of like, it gives me that Halo sort of Gears of War kind of vibe with that skull on it. I'm not sure if that's what it's meant to be, but that's what I'm thinking. And again, when it comes to blue MP7, this one's hard to beat for the budget. And as we've had a habit of doing this in almost every video, I found another skin that I just didn't know existed in the game today. It's the SG Anodized Navy. This is the minimal wear one, which costs about $1.50. Unfortunately, the scope, and I think you can tell this is early skins, the scope is still this mid sort of green color, but the core of the gun is again that, I called it the CT blue that was on the USB Guardian. It's that kind of theme, so this does fit into the budget for what we're doing. And then finally for the AUG, we have the Aristocrat, minimal wear for $1.33. This was my AUG for quite some time, and I think the detailing's quite nice considering this is a budget skin. Obviously, it's just not bright, and that's probably the big decider at the minute for pricing on skins. But that's going to wrap off the $50 blue inventory. I think for 18 skins, you're picking up quite a lot there. You can probably see some of them scattered on the ground here. Obviously, a couple of them aren't like pure blue, and it is like, it's got blue tones throughout, and blue is a primary color mixed with others. But I think that's still pretty good. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you think of this inventory overall. If there's any skins in particular you think I might have missed out, or maybe should have replaced an option with, you can let me know down below as well. That's going to be everything for today's video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and also check out the Discord, which is linked down below if you want to discuss CSGO skins on a daily basis with me in the community. It'd be great to have you there. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next one. Goodbye.